Morning, Your Honor.
Well,
Morning,
Mr. Cope, I don't know if I should be happy or upset with you, after all.
And we're off. Judge Fleischer is not happy. This guy's on probation for arson, picked up a DWI, and still smells like gasoline. Yeah, this isn't going to end well for Mr. Copa.
All the things that we did, every single thing that we did. You're on 2 very serious felony probations for an arson, possession of a controlled substance, and now you've picked up a DWI. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews. If you cannot afford a lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir. Okay.
On March 2nd, 2024 in Harris County, Texas, a traffic stop was conducted for a defective rear tail light at around midnight. Officers noticed red, watery, bloodshot eyes, strong odor of alcoholic beverage on the breath, disoriented, swaying stance, heavy, thick speech, and slow to respond. Additionally, officers could smell a strong odor of gasoline coming from the defendant's person. The defendant
what did you just say?
The defendant did not have an ID with him, so officer used a portable AFIS to ID the defendant. Defendant stated he drank 2 to 3 Bud Light beers prior to driving. SFSTs, 6 out of 6, HGNs, 4 out of 8 walking turns, 2 out of 4 one-leg stands. Defendant consented to a breath sample,
Quick breakdown. BAC is 1.108, over the limit. But the officer thinks something else is going on, so they bring in a drug recognition expert. And when you're on probation for arson and reek of gasoline, red flags everywhere.
Alcohol content was 0.018. And
You mean 0.108?
Says 0.018.
Is that right?
Yes, 3-4 times below.
Stop. Mr. Cope, I don't need your help.
Says point. I'm just going to make sure this is, and then it says 0.016. Let me just verify the.
You have a blood or breath?
Well, there's more to the PC.
Yeah, so, but let me finish that. So, officers did not believe the defendant's level of intoxication matched the BAC report. So, a DRE on scene performed an evaluation on the defendant. The DRE conducted the SFTs again. 6 out of CHGNs, 4 out of 8 walking turns, and 1 out of 4 one-leg stands. DRE advised he also smelled gasoline on the defendant, which he knows can be used as an inhalant. DRE advised that the defendant could be.
He's also on probation for an arson. He's on probation for an arson, and he also had another arson on him, and now you smell gasoline on him. I think that you are an extreme danger to public safety, Mr. Cohn. I really, really do. You have a discharging with us, an assault, while on bond for both of those cases. You pick up an aggravated robbery, arson, burglary of a habitation, possession of a controlled substance, another arson, all those felonies. You get on probation for 2, they dismiss everything else. Now you pick up a DWI, you take flight. On the first time they gave you another PR bond. No, you got me bent. If you think I'm going to give you a PR bond again with all the stuff that you got, you are an extreme danger to public safety. And now you smell like gasoline? Hell no. He goes with you. Absolutely not. I'm going to give you a lawyer today. Can you find someone, please? All right, are you Tiffany Martinez? Ms. Martinez, you're charged with 2 counts of cruelty to animals You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during questions and interviews. If you cannot afford a lawyer, the lawyer will be appointed to represent you, ma'am. Please don't say anything.
Animal cruelty case. 2 counts. Investigators found dead rabbits, dead birds, emaciated dogs, and 9 piles of skulls. The judge just banned her from owning any animals. Too harsh or justified? Drop your take below.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. So looks like multiple dead animals were reported. ACO down saw dead rabbits in cages with live rabbits, dead cockatiels, other dead birds, and dogs in cages, all dogs emaciated. ACO saw 9 piles of skull and bones, 12 live rabbits, 3 live dogs seized. Defendant ID'd on scene said that she knew of the dog's condition, but no vet care or food. Defendant claimed to be pregnant and have complications. Defendant said the people on Craigslist were selling animals, so she kept getting them.
What, if any, did they confiscate from her? Did they take all the animals? Do we know?
They took all the animals.
All the animals?
Yeah, that's standard.
Okay. Ms. Martinez, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm now ordering you, as a condition of your bond, not to have any care, custody, or control of any type of animal. You understand? If you have a dog, if you have a cat, a bird, mouse, rabbit, whatever it is, you may not have one, or else I will put you in jail. You understand, ma'am? What do you have now?
I don't have anything.
You have no animals. Keep it that way. Do you understand?
But can I say something?
No, do not. There's nothing you need to say at this point. What we'll do is we'll talk about you having a lawyer, and then you can say everything that you need to say to the lawyer, and then they can do whatever they need to do to speak to the DAs about this case. But my only concern is that I don't want you to have any animals whatsoever. What do you do for a living, man? How many children do you have? You have 6 kids. You get support for the kids.
I'm married, yes.
You're married. What does your husband do?
He owns his own business.
Doing what? How much money does he make a month?
Much. He just got laid off from a shop, and so he started doing his own thing.
Do you mind filing that court order, please, for the animals? Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer, ma'am?
Yes, but the reason that I have the warrants is because I have all the information from the Humane Society. I spoke to the lady yesterday.
Stop. We're not going to talk about the case now. You need a lawyer to represent you. You're facing a year in jail on both of those counts. You're facing up to 2 years.
Yes, the reason the warrants.
I'm not going to, ma'am, you need a lawyer. So, and I'm offering you a free lawyer so that you can take care of this case. I'm telling you now, do not get any animals. Okay? Deputy, do you mind giving her an application, please? I need you to fill out an application. I need to know everything about you to make sure that you qualify. And then I'll have you go to Victoria. Ms. Martinez, do not leave this courtroom until you sign our bond conditions, ma'am. Okay. Good morning, Mr. Waller. Sir, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon while you're intoxicated. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present during any questions and interviews of the state of Texas. If you cannot afford a lawyer, the lawyer will be appointed to represent you, sir.
On June 17th, 2024, officers conducted an investigation for trespassing. Defendant was observed to be consuming alcohol at a premises not licensed for alcohol consumption. Officers detained defendant for the Class C violation and discovered he had 3 municipal warrants. Search incident to arrest discovered that he had a 9mm Glock concealed in a small satchel.
And you're on felony probation for a very serious case, which I got to figure that one of the conditions is for you not to have weapons. Was this pled down? Can you check to see, please?
Sure. No, Your Honor, it was not put down. The
It
location.
was pled down. It was a robbery and it pled down to a theft from a.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant the UCW. Yes, the robbery was a robbery and bodily injury that was pled down to a theft from a person.
Two things, Mr. Waller. I'm going to have you sign an affidavit with me today promising me that you're not going to have a weapon. If I find that you have a weapon, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail every single time you have a weapon. Do you understand? I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you like crazy. If you have a drug and alcohol problem, you better address it, because if you don't, I'm going to do it for you. And I promise you, Mr. Waller, you're not going to like the way that I do it. Do you understand? Yes or no?
It's yes or no, not yeah.
Yes, sir.
I would be on the lookout. It's a matter of time now before they issue a felony warrant for your case. The fact that you pick up this, they're going to issue a motion to revoke your probation upstairs and a warrant will issue. What do you do for a living, sir?
Right now.
Wait, this guy sells alcohol for a living, and the judge just told him he can't drink it. Plus, he needs a full-time job and random testing. When you're on probation for robbery and pick up a weapons charge, you lose the benefit of the doubt.
Sorry?
Nothing right there at the moment, but I do have an alcohol license. That's what I do, sell alcohol beverages, and I have a license for it. So I don't know why they wrote it and said I don't have one, because I showed them when I got arrested.
Do you have an income?
This,
What is your income? And from where?
like selling alcohol beverages.
How is it that you sell alcohol? By what means? To a store, through a distribution? How do you sell alcohol?
Like at a party, when we have parties or something like that, just go to a party and just sell alcohol.
Mr. Waller, you need a full-time job. I'm now making the condition of your bond as well. No alcohol, no drugs. You must now get a full-time job, a legitimate job, 9 to 5. Do you understand? I'm going to give you an application today for an appointed lawyer. I will have you fill it out. I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to have a weapon. After that, I'm going to have you go to Victoria Center, reset. You will meet with Tracy for your bond conditions. I'm going to reset your case for 2 weeks. I want to see in 2 weeks what you have done to get a full-time job. It means putting in applications. Go to Amazon. They hire anyone. All you need is a partial heartbeat and you'll get a job at Amazon. Get a job. Do you understand? When you have too much time on your hands, you become self-destructive. Come on.
Judge.
Hi.
May I have a-
Yes, of course.
I'm here on John O'Shaughnessy.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. So evidence, the state just shared a good amount of evidence with us, but I'm also here to approach on his bond violation that was emailed.
bring him up, please?
Yes, John?
Wonderful, thank you.
Good morning.
You were out at 3:46 in the morning. And I have here that you're consuming alcohol, Mr. O'Shaughnessy. 3:46 in the morning.
3:46 a.m. Alcohol on his breath. 2 prior DWIs. And his excuse? I didn't realize I had alcohol on board. Come on, man. The judge is ordering AA meetings. And honestly, that's getting off easy.
How many DWIs has this gentleman had?
This is his second drive, actually on record.
Have you run an NCIC just to make sure?
Yes, sir. He's got 2. And his last was 2015 in Harris County. All of his history is local, is what I see, Judge. Yeah.
What am I supposed to do about this, Mr. O'Shaughnessy?
I made a bad judgment call.
Okay.
And sir, I was actually on my way to work at that time.
At 3:46 in the morning
Yes,
with
sir.
alcohol on board.
I didn't realize I had alcohol on board, Your Honor. I made a terrible, bad decision the day before. I consumed some alcohol because I had some root canal problems, and I was in bed by 5 o'clock. And I don't know how anything could be there when I was going to work for 4 a.m. in the morning.
Deputy, he goes with you. Come on. That's it. Come talk to me back. What does he do for a living?
He works in the plant out near farm. I don't say oil refineries, but one of the.
Does he really work in the middle of the night?
Yeah, I think he does. He does the oil refineries. But he did tell me that yesterday. He's like, I do wake up around 3 or 4 a.m. for work.
Okay.
So I don't think he's out every day going to work.
Please don't say anything.
Yeah, so the refineries have 3 8-hour shifts because it has to work 24 hours, right? So he's probably wants the midday shift. There's like a night shift.
He's going to work at 4 in the morning and he's got alcohol in his system at 3.
Alcohol, yeah. I mean, I'm not bringing that. I'm just saying.
Going to work like that? You know what I mean? Right.
According to him, is after he slept on it.
Right. Dude's got a true problem. Yeah, so I don't know, we'll have to figure something out. I'm gonna have him start doing AA as well. You know, I want him to sober up.
I understand,
So,
Your Honor.
yeah.
I was just gonna ask you today, do you want me to come back as well?
No, you don't, it's up to you, whatever you want. You can always zoom in too, and then we'll talk more.
Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
Right. What's up, buddy? Yeah, give me 1 second. That's it? Okay. Hey. That's it, yeah. Tuesday. Are you ready?
Yes.
Did you see what he filed?
Yes, I mean, so I've been I withdrew from his case.
Upstairs. I knew that you did upstairs.
That, so yeah, I mean, it is like whatever you want me to do.
Let's come back, I guess, Tuesday.
What he's gonna do, at least what he did upstairs, is he'll come in and want to represent himself, and so they did like a Feretta hearing and stuff, and then that's what it was. At first, I was going to stand by, and then he started saying stuff, and they're like, "Get off." So
Okay, well, let's see how it goes. Maybe I'll just have you stand by. I mean, he filed a notice of firing, and then he filed a notice of bene esse,
yes,
which means it makes absolutely no sense.
yes, and he filed that upstairs too, and it was like he also was talking about like.
No, it's
yeah,
some,
he'll end up going pro se, like, but he filed something about like being a corporation, but like and like viewing things from a distance. It was really like some weird Latin word.
no. So sovereign citizens, the way they see states, they see them not as a state, as an entity, as a function of government. They see it run as a corporation. So everyone is run as a corporation, and the person with the most authority is the county sheriff. No one else has authority. And the usual means is by like a conveyance. I don't have an automobile. I don't have a car. I have a personal conveyance. And unless I'm actually making money in transit, I can convey and I don't need a license. Right? We'll see how it goes. I'm Tate. He's a sovereign citizen. We'll take it as such. If he fires you on the spot, I'm going to see if I can still have you stand by. And I'll probably also, I will have a Feretta hearing as well. And we'll see if maybe he wants to stay with you. I don't know.
I know how to defend it if we need to, so whichever we need to do.
Okay, no, but it's ultimately, he's in the driver's seat. So I will do whatever he wants to do. If he wants to represent himself, so be it. I'm going to warn him, but it's trial. So I'm going to have a panel here ready to go. So we need to do, and please, if you can, reach out to him because he's,
oh yeah, he'll be
like a lot of times he gets here like at 12 or what.
He does?
Yeah.
Okay, so be here at 9.
So tell him to be here right at 8:30 because I'm going to have a panel here ready to go. And then we'll just start jury selection then. It's Tuesday.
Okay. Mr. Flood, you ready?
I'm sorry, did the state pass?
State pass witness.
All right. Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
So where to begin? You saw the video that we all watched of you approaching Mr. Martinez, right? Yes, sir. And despite your insistence on what you're telling, well, you told the jury that you asked him how much he had to drink, or if he had been drinking, right? That he admitted he had. Yes, sir. It's not illegal to drink alcohol and then drive if you're not intoxicated, right? Correct. Are you a drinker? No, sir. You don't drink any alcohol? No, sir. Okay. Do you think everybody that drinks alcohol and then drives is guilty of DWI? No, sir. So you said you were out that night as a speed, to look for speeders? It was a traffic enforcement, yes, sir. I think you said you were out there looking for speeders, yes, and also drunk drivers. Yes, sir. So you were like the speeding and drunk driving enforcer that night. Correct. Are you familiar with the saying that when you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail? Sure. So that was kind of your role that night. You were out there looking for, it was the night shift. Yes, you're looking for people to arrest or pull over for DWI, right? Correct. And you happen to find someone who looked like a nail. He was speeding and you smelled an odor of alcohol, right? Yes, sir. Now, you wrote an office report in this case, correct? Yes, sir. And you wrote that close in time to when this happened, right? Correct. You bring a copy of that with you? Yes, sir. Okay. I saw you kind of looking down earlier. It's okay to refresh your memory because I know it was a little time ago, but can I just ask you, you don't read directly from it word for word, but I mean, if you say, hey, do you mind if I refresh my memory? That's fine. Okay. Okay. You stated that you smelled an odor of alcohol on his breath. Yes, sir. And that was when the state was asking you questions right here. You didn't say, I smelled a strong odor of alcohol.
Correct.
You didn't say, I smelled a heavy odor of alcohol. You just said, I smelled an odor of alcohol.
Okay.
Right?
Yes, sir.
You could have said, when they said, what did you smell? You could have said, I smelled a strong or heavy odor of alcohol on his breath, right?
That's correct.
But you did not say that.
That's correct.
But you'd agree with me anyway, though, that just having the odor of alcohol on your breath, that doesn't prove a person's intoxicated.
That's correct.
Everybody knows that, right?
Yes, sir.
It doesn't even tell you how much alcohol a person has consumed, right?
That's correct.
Even if you said a strong odor of alcohol, that doesn't mean that, well, that person's really consumed a ton of alcohol, right?
Correct.
Okay. So he admitted to drinking. You smelled the odor of alcohol. That makes sense, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Him drinking and him admitting to it and you smelling it, that doesn't mean he was intoxicated though, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, I don't know I mean, I'm 53, my hearing's not what it used to be, but he didn't say I had several. We didn't hear that. Are you telling the jury that that's what you heard? How old are you?
I'm 50.
Do you wear hearing aids?
No, sir.
Do you have trouble hearing? Has any of your family?
Sometimes in a close room, yes.
Okay. Have family members ever said something like that? Like they have to me, that you have to repeat themselves?
But sometimes.
After listening to it, I think once or twice, are you still trying to, I mean, you know you're under oath here, right?
Yes, sir.
And you're still telling these folks here that we all heard that he said, I had several drinks? Or do you want to change that answer now? Just tell us the truth. He never said several drinks.
Okay, correct. Yes, sir.
Well, they got this man charged with a criminal offense. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
If you were charged or a family member, would you want an officer up there not telling the truth to a jury?
Well,
Objection,
no,
Your Honor.
No, sir.
No, sir. Is that your answer?
Yes, sir.
So why is it okay for you to do that? You said it wasn't the truth.
No, I never said that, sir.
Did he say several drinks?
He said a few, yes.
Did he say, I had several drinks, like you testified to under oath 2 times?
Yeah.
That's an answer, Judge.
Overruled.
Which is it? Because you just said, no, he didn't say that.
No, he said few.
Is that fair to exaggerate facts or to tell the jury things that are not true?
No, because a few means several.
But he never said several. He never said a few. You know, you play it again? I'll play it as many times as you want. Can you, if I played it again, can you point out to the jury where he said I had a few drinks? Officer, look, I'm not trying to trick you.
Mm-hmm.
This is important. We want to be fair, right?
Yes, sir.
We want to be fair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your job's too important to not tell the truth under oath, isn't it?
That's correct.
I mean, is it that important that you've got to exaggerate and make up things that aren't true just to try to convict this guy?
No, I'm not trying to convict nobody.
Well, then why aren't you telling the truth to the jury? We all heard it.
The video showed the truth.
Right. The video shows the truth.
Yes, sir.
You asked him if he had been drinking.
Yes, sir.
He said a little bit. Right?
I need to go back and see the video.
Really? It's not important to you? Did you watch the video before testifying?
Yes, I did, sir. Yes.
I just wanted to be clear about what happened. And we have the video, and then we have what you're saying the video said. And those don't match up, do they? Yes or no? Is what you told the jury match up with what is on the video?
Yes.
How is that okay? That's not okay. You went up to him and you asked him, have you been drinking? And he said a little bit, right? I will play the video again. It's in evidence. Do I need to, or will you just agree with me that that's the truth? Because if you're not going to agree with me that that's the truth, you want me to play it again?
Sure.
You guys mind? Help me drive.
Your Honor, for the record, that's State's Exhibit 2 at the 2-minute 34-second mark.
Mr. Martinez, did you start going 100 miles an hour? Going home? Where are you coming from? Over? 59? Again, did you drink enough? Little bit?
You stop it. What, you said how much did he have to drink? Have you had anything to drink? What did he say?
A little bit.
A little bit. He didn't say a few, correct?
Correct.
He did not say several, correct? Okay. So that's not a part of this case.
Correct.
Okay. Go ahead. Thank you.
And Your Honor, for the record, this is 6 minutes 33 seconds. State's Exhibit 2. 6:32.
Mr. Martinez, how much did you have to drink alcohol beverages? One? Only one? Okay.
You came back to the vehicle. You asked him again, how much have you had to drink tonight? And he said, 1. And you said, are you sure? He said, yeah. He didn't say a few, right? He never said several, correct?
Correct.
Is there anywhere else on the video that he said a few or several?
No, there's a part of the video where it says honestly, yeah.
I'm sorry?
There's a part of the video where he says honestly.
He said
yes. Honestly, yes.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Well, that's why I wanted to show you what the state showed you. And the answers that you gave don't match up with what Mr. Martinez said, right?
Correct.
Okay. We heard you ask him 2 times about drinking. Did he ever say he had a few or several?
No, sir.
But then why would you come to court under oath and tell the jury that? Why? That's, may I approach the witness, Your Honor? I've got copies of your offense report.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to show them to you. I don't know what you have, but you wrote in your office report, right, that you asked the driver if he had any alcoholic beverages, right?
Yes, sir.
We heard that. That's the whole purpose of having a body cam, right? So we see the truth. That's the truth.
Right.
Not what you're saying, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
And he stated, what did you write? He had only 1, and you put O-N-E, and then you put parentheses and the number 1 in there to make sure that there was no confusion in your office report that he said he had 1 drink.
Yes, sir.
You never wrote anywhere that he had a few or several, or that he came back later and said, well, honestly, I have more to drink. Is that it anywhere in there?
No, sir.
Is this the kind of police work that you are used to getting away with doing?
No, sir.
So you don't get away with this all the time?
No.
Or you do get away with it all the time?
No.
Yes or no? Do you get away with writing false office reports?
Let's move on.
On the back, you write again that you asked the driver if he had any alcoholic beverages. That's like 2 places. And he stated that he had only 1.
Yes, sir.
And you wrote the number 1, O-N-E,
Yes, sir.
and then you put parentheses,
No.
the number 1. Period. Anything about that I misrepresented?
No, sir.
You approached the vehicle and he was holding his license and insurance out the window.
Yes, sir. Correct.
You were going to ask him for that, right?
Yes, sir.
How in the world is that a sign of intoxication? You said he was bouncing it?
Yes, sir.
That's a sign of intoxication.
Well, usually drivers.
Is that a sign of intoxication,
No,
yes
sir.
or no?
No,
Then why are you here trying to tell the jury that it is?
I never said that.
Do you remember 10 minutes ago when they were asking you questions and you said he was bouncing his license and you were trying to insinuate that that was weird or some?
That was an observation.
Right, about like his mental or physical faculties?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You talked about NHTSA, right?
Yes, sir.
I know this isn't the manual you received, but National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, that's NHTSA, right?
Yes,
That's an acronym that stands for the federal agency that is the authoritative body on how to administer field sobriety tests, right?
correct.
And they give you an arsenal of 3 tools, 3 tests. There's an eye test, the horizontal gaze, nystagmus, right?
Yes, sir.
You know the name of the other 2?
Yes. Walk and turn, one leg stand.
Okay. 3 tests that you can use to administer, and as you said, to determine if a person is intoxicated or not, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's what you were intending to do. You smelled alcohol. You asked him if he would do those sobriety tests.
Yes, sir.
And he said no. People have the right to refuse those tests, right?
Correct.
And he invoked that right. He thought about it. He made a conscious decision and said no, right?
Yes, sir.
Which he has the right to do.
Yes, sir.
Now, what you decide to do if somebody refuses, that's up to you, right?
Yes, the National
Correct.
Highway Traffic.
It's up to
and
you.
Safety Administration.
Objection, that's non-responsive, Your Honor. I asked a yes or no question.
Both of you guys are, just don't get hostile. Ask the question, let him answer it. That's it.
Objection, non-responsive.
What's your question?
I said if he refuses or submits if he refuses, what you decide to do next is up to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you intended to perform those tests, as you stated, to determine if he was intoxicated or not, right?
Correct.
But you were not able to perform those tests to determine if he was intoxicated or not, correct? You stated that, so in your training, you went through, you received a manual about the standardized field sobriety test, right?
Yes, sir.
And that talks about the history of alcohol in the country, administration of the field sobriety tests, but also a whole list, a litany of signs about how a person's driving that could also indicate intoxication, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, there's 100 different clues they list that say if a person is driving like this, that could mean they're intoxicated.
Correct.
Did you know that speeding has never been one of those signs?
This is speed.
Speeding. Did you know that speeding has never been listed as one of those signs?
It says speed and braking.
Is everybody that's speeding intoxicated?
No, sir.
Only at night,
No,
when
sir.
you're out there looking for drunk drivers?
I'm not looking for anyone.
Well, that's not what you said earlier, is it? You said you were out there looking for speeders and drunk drivers.
No, I was doing traffic enforcement.
Mr. Martinez, there's no evidence that he was swerving, correct?
No, sir.
You didn't testify to that, right?
No, sir.
You testified to everything you observed about his driving to the jury.
Yes, sir.
Which would indicate that you thought he might be intoxicated, right?
No.
You didn't keep anything back, right? He wasn't running red lights, stop signs, swerving all over the road, right?
No, but he did a moving violation. Yes, sir.
Right, we all know he was speeding.
Correct.
That doesn't prove a person is intoxicated, right?
No, sir.
I don't know if you saw your radar in there, but all those people that were, well, when you pulled him over, there was nobody around them. There were a few other cars that passed. Your radar kept going like 77, well over the speed limit.
Yes, sir.
All those people intoxicated just because they're speeding?
No, sir.
Okay. We know that that was a traffic violation.
Yes, sir.
Was there anybody that called in, like to 911, there's a drunk driver out there?
No, sir.
With respect to Mr. Martinez?
No, sir.
So other than just driving fast, there was nothing else about him driving that indicated to you intoxication?
No, sir.
Okay. When you pulled over, some people who are intoxicated, they keep driving for a long time before they pull over, right?
Yes, sir.
It shows slow reaction time, right?
Yes, sir.
There's nothing about how he acted that showed a slow reaction time. He put his blinker on, he pulled over, right?
Yes, sir.
Nothing about the way he pulled over indicated intoxication, correct?
No, sir, but he did straddle the yellow line.
Yeah, we heard you say that. In your opinion, because he pulled over to the left instead of the right.
Yes, sir.
That's not how you wanted him to pull over, right?
That's a safety.
Did you get on your bullhorn and say, driver, pull over to the right shoulder?
No, sir.
You could have, right?
Yes, but due to the lanes, safety, yes, sir.
You could have told him where you wanted him to pull over.
Yes, sir.
But you followed him, you put his blinker on, pulled over to the left, and that's where you stopped him. And then Officer Ponce, or was he your corporal at the time?
Yes, sir.
He actually showed up after you and he helped block the scene.
Correct.
Block that lane so it was safe.
Yes, sir.
He was out on the scene as well.
After the fact, yes, sir.
And he observed Mr. Martinez as well, correct?
Correct.
Now, I don't know how closely you watched the video, but you know that there's more things that you said that are not true when the state asked you questions. Do you know what those are?
Remind me.
Well, I mean, you wrote in, and you have your offense report, and Officer Ponce wrote a supplement, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And Officer Ponce, is that how you pronounce his name, Ponce?
Ponce.
He wrote what he observed of Mr. Martinez, right?
Correct.
You stated to the jury that you observed Mr. Martinez chewing gum.
That's correct.
Okay. Look through your offense report and point out the place anywhere in there where it says that you observed Mr. Martinez chewing gum.
No, I didn't have it to my report, no, sir.
It's because you didn't notice that. Officer Ponce did. Officer Ponce comes out and he even, so you told the jury, they said, what else did you observe? I observed Mr. Martinez chewing gum. And then that was a sign he was masking, hiding that he was intoxicated.
Yes, sir.
Really? Really?
Yes, sir.
Officer, you didn't even know he had gum in his mouth. Officer Ponce comes out. I mean, eventually you did, because Officer Ponce told you, right?
No, I didn't notice chewing gum.
Where is it in your offense report? Show me, just show me. Where's it on the video that you observed gum in his mouth? Officer Ponce comes out. He asks you, did you watch this part? He asks you, did he have gum in his mouth? And you said, I don't think so.
That's a hearsay at that point. He's asking about another person. He's not going to hear.
This goes towards credibility, Judge, what he testified to earlier.
He's asking about somebody else's statement out of court.
I mean, I can ask what happened. That's
a good question.
You weren't, you didn't notice gum in his mouth. The other officer asked you and notified you. He had gum in his mouth, right?
He did advise it, yes.
Right. And at first you weren't aware. And then Officer Ponce goes up to the car and tells Mr. Martinez, open your mouth, right?
Mm-hmm.
You saw that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Officer Ponce looks in Mr. Martinez's mouth and he says, spit your gum out. You're not allowed to have gum in a patrol car, right?
Correct.
You didn't have any part of that. If Officer Ponce hadn't even observed it or asked him to open his mouth, you would have never known. But you're here today representing things to the jury that they're totally not true. I mean, the gum's an insignificant part, right? I mean, you're not trying to convict a person because he had gum in his mouth for DWI, right?
I'm not trying to convict anyone.
You're not. So you're here like testifying in a neutral capacity? Or are you biased against Mr. Martinez?
Unbiased, no one.
Unbiased?
Unbiased, no one.
So you're here in a neutral capacity?
I'm here just representing.
Okay, so if the jury, it's who decides whether or not it's guilty or not guilty? You or the jury?
I believe the jury.
Right? When you arrest a person, that doesn't mean that they're guilty of an offense, right?
That's correct.
You just have probable cause. I mean, it sounds like there may be a question about whether you even had probable cause, right?
Just a little repeat.
Sure, that's a legal conclusion at that point.
He was earlier making legal conclusions, was he not? Overruled.
I guess my point is that probable cause, you smell alcohol, you pull someone off the road, it's probably a safe thing to do, right?
Yes, sir.
If the jury says they don't think that it was proved in this case, they can say not guilty, right?
That's correct.
And nothing would happen to you professionally in your job if they said not guilty, right?
That's correct.
And since you're neutral and not biased against Mr. Martinez, whatever the jury decides, you would be completely fine with, correct? You say you're not here trying to convict them. If they said not guilty, you should be completely fine with that.
That's correct.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
So it's fine for whatever the jury decides, you'll be totally fine with.
That's an answer.
No, I'm curious as to, was there slurred speech? Were there bloodshot eyes? I'd like to know about the indicia of intoxication.
That's about where I was going next, Judge.
So
I'll get there. Sorry. Yep.
Get on it, doggone
it. So let's talk about that. The state kind of concluded by they asked you, which is typical. Did you form an opinion about whether or not Mr. Martinez was intoxicated?
Yes, sir.
And you said, well, first of all, you said that he had slurred speech.
Yes, sir.
There's like less than 1 minute, maybe, or a minute of you talking to him. We don't hear any slurred speech on the video. I'm sorry.
I heard it.
On the video?
Yeah.
Seriously?
On the video when I was there.
You said you had quick answers? I mean, what's the opposite of that? Having slow answers?
Sir, quick answers to stay quiet. Yes, sir.
Well, if he was responding slowly, you'd say he was intoxicated because he had a slow reaction time in responding to your questions.
I never said he was intoxicated. I said he had signs of intoxication.
You never said that you thought he was intoxicated. That's the point. Because when the state asked you, what did you think about him? You said, I thought he didn't have his mental faculties, right?
Yes, sir.
And they said, why did you think that? And you said, because he said, I'm coming from 59.
Yes, sir.
Perfectly clear. We could all hear it. No slur speech. No speeding it out with a quick answer. Perfectly legible. I'm coming from 59. And that means that he didn't have his mental faculties?
No, the answer that he gave.
From 59?
Yes.
That's what you're saying is evidence that he didn't have his mental faculties?
Yes, sir.
I think you said because he didn't say I was coming from a restaurant or a bar, you wanted him to say he was, whatever. And that's something you based your decision to take him into custody on?
No, sir.
Well, when the state asked you, what did you base your decision on? And that was one thing you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Physical faculties, you stated that his balance was bad.
He stumbled when he stepped out of the car. Yes,
where? It's like we're watching two different videos. Where was his balance bad? Where did he stumble? Did we ever see that?
Yes, he did.
We did?
When he was coming out of the vehicle, he kind of like stumbled.
Dude, the guy gets out of the vehicle, he turns around like this and puts his hand on the car. Where in the world could he stumble in 1.5 foot space? He did not stumble.
That's what I observed.
I'm sorry?
That's what I observed.
You saw him stumble from the time he got out of the car to put his. You had a dash camera too that was in your car. So if he stumbled, there's a whole other camera that would show that, right?
Yes, sir.
Why didn't we see that? Why don't we see something that shows what you say is true?
That's not for me to present.
Whose job is it?
Unless,
I think you're putting them in a bad spot, don't you think? They're trying to prove what you say is true, but they can't. Don't you see that? They can't prove that he said he had several drinks or a few drinks. They can't prove that. You're making their job very hard. You get that? Is there something else you want to give them to help them prove that you're telling the jury the truth?
but it's all there.
It's all there.
Yes, sir.
None of us just see it. It's all there. He had glasses on when he was sitting in the driver's seat. You see that? But you're saying that you noticed he had glossy eyes?
Yes, sir.
In the few seconds you looked at him?
Yes, sir.
Did you know glossy eyes is not a sign of intoxication at all?
No, sir, it's not.
You agree with me? Are you agreeing? I don't know. Look, I don't know what you're agreeing to or what you're not. Are you agreeing with me that I'm right, or are you arguing with me that I'm wrong?
No, red bloodshot eyes is glossy eyes.
I didn't ask that. I said glossy eyes through his glasses. Did you know that according to your NHTSA training, all the clues, glossy eyes are not a sign of intoxication?
That's right.
So you're agreeing with me?
Yes, sir.
So why in the world would you write that and try to tell the jury that's another sign of intoxication you're telling them? It doesn't even prove intoxication. Why? Why are you doing this?
I never said that glossy eyes proves intoxication.
They asked you to list. We're taking notes over here, right? You see us over here, we're writing things down. They asked you what signs, more than one time. Slurred speech, which we didn't hear. Glossy eyes. You said that. Are you saying now you didn't say it?
No, I said it.
Okay. You know that's a vital sign of people being alive. You have liquid on your eyes. If you don't, there's a real problem. You ever thought about it that way?
Not medical.
Well, then why are you trying to tell these folks that there's things that you probably didn't even see and trying to tell them that meant he was intoxicated? Doesn't sound like you're being real fair or neutral to me.
I never said that he was intoxicated.
You never did.
No, sir. The only thing that I said was that he refused the SFSTs, which that proved to me that he was intoxicated, hiding evidence of intoxication.
Okay, you never said he was intoxicated, but he refused the SFSTs, and that said he was intoxicated. I'm just repeating what you just said. You ever heard the saying, if you tell the truth, you don't have to remember what your answers were, or you don't have to remember what you said?
Right, that's true.
They kept asking you to tell us your opinion about what did you base your decision on, and you cited 59 for mental faculties, physical faculties. I mean, we didn't see any stumbling. Glossy eyes are not a sign of intoxication. I think you even said droopy eyes, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
I wrote that down.
Yes, sir.
For God's sake, show me where you wrote droopy eyes in any of your offense reports, probable cause affidavit, blood warrant. You called it in on your MDTs. Show me one place where you said when you wrote this offense report after this arrest that he had droopy eyes. Show me.
Listen in the report, no, sir.
First time ever, today. You just thought you'd throw that in there?
No, sir.
Well, you did. You did. Yes, you did. You just decided you would throw that in there. Because you did throw it in there.
Okay.
Did you ever tell anybody that before today?
No, sir.
There's a picture of his mugshot that they have in color. This is black and white. If he's got red eyes, droopy eyes, Wouldn't you want to show the mugshot in color to prove to the jury what you're saying is true? That'd be pretty powerful evidence, right?
Yes.
You've probably been in it. Have you ever been in a trial before?
No, it's my first time.
There was no alcohol in the vehicle? That was a question.
No, sir.
The state asked you a question, did you form the opinion of whether or not he was intoxicated? You stated I wasn't able to do, or you weren't able to do the field sobriety test to determine if he was intoxicated or not, correct?
No, I just said that he refused the SFSTs.
Right. I'm saying you were not able, you said you do the field sobriety test to determine if a person's intoxicated.
Correct.
You were not able to determine if he was intoxicated.
Correct.
And you have stated twice or more, you never said you thought he was intoxicated.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. But you arrested him, put him in cuffs, and he was in custody. You even called it in on your radio, one in custody for DWI.
Yes, sir.
But you didn't think he was intoxicated. Correct?
Correct.
Right. Judge, I've asked everything I can. I object to the, I don't know what else.
Okay.
And boom, motion to suppress granted. The officer said one thing, but the video showed another. Several drinks turned into a little bit. Claimed stumbling, video says otherwise. This case is essentially dead. Body cam footage saves the day again.
Pass witness.
All right. May this witness be excused?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming and testifying. You're excused. Say bye.
And are they subject to recall?
I'm releasing him.
I think it's a good time for a break. Would you mind taking the jury out?
All right, sure.
Let me get.
All right. Please be seated. Tyler, you said we had a motion.
I have a motion to suppress the arrest. No probable cause. I mean, I think there's no credibility at all with this.
I'm going to grant it. I'm going to grant this motion.
And all the evidence that came after the arrest.
Bear with me 1 second. Let me go to the potty. I'll be right back.
I wasn't.